Hey, what's up, guys, everyone? Welcome to, in fact, long time no see, and welcome to my reaction to. Most of y'all probably already know by now, but there was a dev stream that was streamed only on Bilibili. I think that is the name of the channel that is the equivalent of China's Twitch. Um, and basically, there was a dev stream there that wasn't subtitled at all on and wasn't put out on other platforms, but we did get on the most probably official pages on, for example, X and Facebook. We did get the TLDR version of it. So I kind of want to react to that because I've heard some of the news about 2.4 right now, and certain things from this dev stream already sort of became true, and I kind of want to react to the whole dev talk to see what has already changed, most probably, and what is going to be changing in the near future. So yeah, this is what I'm mainly going to be talking about. As for content, I'm kind of sorry that I wasn't able to make any content up until now because I was trying to figure out for the time being how it would be best to make content right now, but probably right now I'm at a point where I kind of know how I want to be making that right now, so most probably expect more content to be coming, and this time around for real. But anyhow, let's react to the dev stream in a way that we're basically talking about the shortened version of it. Main story's highlights. Lacking direction or aim? We got you. Version 2.4 will be a turning point in the story. As Sarah rushes towards the creator and Ye Shoyuan makes his entrance, Season 2's climax approaches. The main story... yeah, we already know that. So I guess, and from what I heard, that 2.4 is basically... in a way, I thought that it would be ending the story, but it seemed that it's setting up for the climax for 2.5. I mean, technically 1.0 during Miyabi's release was also the climax of Season 1, so I guess they're doing the same thing again, where the climax of the specific season is going to be released alongside the Void Hunter of the season. And we already have information, if you haven't been paying too much attention on these social media sites, that Shungong is going to be a Void Hunter. And she's going to have obviously her special mechanic just like Miyabi does, more than likely. The main storyline's objectives will become clearer, and more mysteries about the depths of Lemnian Hollow will be gradually unveiled. This is most probably going to be done via story, but it also would be nice to be done via side missions as well, which is something that the game has been not really lacking exactly, because there are these Suibian Temple related side missions that in a way unveil certain things about Lemnian Hollow, at least from a story perspective, but exploration wise it doesn't really offer. I mean, back in 2.0 it technically offered new areas to explore, I think, but yeah, not too many. So I would really like to see them expand further upon that as well. Both in a way that it also gives us more side missions, but as well as it unveils the mysteries, because the Lemnian Hollow is a lot more different at this point in time from all the stuff that we learned from the story so far than a normal Hollow. Narrative structure feels familiar, characters popping up out of nowhere. We've heard you loud and clear. Plot structure optimization. The converging storyline's design structure aims to let players witness the growth of various characters, ultimately taking the stage together. In the future, we will deeply integrate narrative with gameplay to provide more diverse and exciting plot experiences. For me, at the very least, the way they're kind of doing it up until now is pretty much fine for me. I don't really know this really. One thing that they could be doing that the other Hoyo games are doing, that for example 3.0 comes around, right? Most of the characters that we are going to be meeting in the future version, we should already kind of either have familiarized with them or just met them. But yeah, we should already be knowing about them by the time the season's climax arrives. We should be knowing about them way better. Like we are going to be knowing about a lot about Shungwang during 2.4 probably. I still haven't done the story, and there's also probably something on this death thought that I want to touch upon, but yeah, basically we got introduced to Shungwang at the tail end of 2.3 story, and well, we're going to be getting 2 more patches with her, so by the end of the season story, not exactly, but by the climax of the season story, we'll know her relatively well, most probably, but yeah, still, certain characters should be introduced a lot faster than they are, I feel like. Get to know new friends early. Since version 1.6, we've been focusing on long-term character development and integration. There it is, with special attention to key characters highlight moments. Oh yeah. For example, in version 2.4, Ye Shungguang will gradually get acquainted with the proxy, revealing untold stories. Yeah, we already discussed about this. They could do it a little bit earlier, but to me, at the very least, the way they're introducing characters right now is absolutely fine. Will our old pals be left forgotten? Where'd the initial story go? Worry not. While everyone has their own social circles, they'll continue to appear in the proxies' lives and showcase new sides of themselves through the main storyline and events, like Venus's new look in the version 2.0 Gravity Cinema event. One cool thing I really like about this game, but there are some other games that are doing this as well, that they're giving certain NPCs a decent amount of screen time, like Venus for instance. If you're not exactly doing too many side quests, then you're probably not really going to be knowing who Venus is, but she's been around for a long time, and we met her quite a few times in New Eridu, and it's insane to me that she actually got a brand new design as well. Not the relatively generic NPC, even though they're kind of customizing at least the ZZZ dev team is customizing up NPCs enough so that they'll still feel relatively fresh, in my opinion, as opposed to certain other Hoyo games, not all of them. Initial story. The main story will have an increased relevance to the AI plotline, and Internet will be regularly updated. This is pretty cool, actually, because I did catch a glimpse of the original dev talk, and I think that there was a point in it where they say that with the Suibian Temple storyline and us becoming mystics of Yunkui Summit, basically it takes away from the life of a proxy in a way, and from this whole AI and hacking group. So it technically takes away the scientific part of it, more so for mysticism. And right now, yeah, we should obviously be turning back to it, but I kind of had the feeling that the proxy stuff is going to sort of take a backseat during these chapters, and the importance is going to be on basically us living as mystics and perfecting our powers of, or at least Wise and Bell, perfecting their powers of perception and ether cleansing. In a way, it also would have been nice for them to pick up some fighting skills so that in the future, potentially, the siblings could end up becoming playable A ranks at the very least. But one of my issue with this, and I already knew that obviously we'll be turning back to that urban lifestyle, the city lifestyle, but one thing that I hope that will gradually reappear in the next couple of seasons is that even though we're turning back to that normal urban lifestyle, like for example what the siblings had in New Eridu, in a way the teachings that they've got and what they learned in Suibin Temple will actually be relatively relevant. Like for instance, I think in 2.3 story we've learned that proxies more often than not go inside the hollows in order to do their job. And from what I remember back in 1.0 story, that a lot of characters that we have interacted with, or at least the siblings have interacted with in the hollows, do mention the fact that Phaethon is outstanding in this regards, that they send in Bangbu in order to communicate with them, and they don't appear there personally. I mean, back then they had their reasons for it due to their poor ether aptitude, but right now I do kind of hope that with their ether aptitude being much better, there are going to be certain jobs or certain missions at the very least where the proxies, the Phaethons, are still going to appear there personally, and for the less important jobs they'll just send EOs there. So I do kind of want to see a mixture of the two so that we will return to that urban lifestyle with that quote-unquote AI plotline, but at the very least the stuff that was very much present during season 2 with with the siblings becoming mystics of Suibin Temple is still going to be playing here and there a pretty big part in the story, and will also help advance the plotline forward. Because if not, then that's on one hand just like how we are missing this urban lifestyle and the AI plotline of the previous season, we are also going to be missing the stuff that is present right now in the Yunkui Summit storyline, or certain motifs and elements from them. We're always welcoming new friends by helping newcomers progress faster through the early game and making the game more accessible. Yeah, there have been a lot of good quality of life updates that help out new players, but both veterans as well, so yeah, just keep up the good shit regarding that. For veteran players, in version 2.4, Suibin Temple's management welcomes a one-click AFK feature, freeing up your time. Ether Battery Quick Sweep, Drive Disc Substat Selection, and in-combat damage compilation will all be available in version 2.5, which means that we are not going to be seeing numbers on our screen, and we want to be playing properly with Sembi. Let's go! I mean, these are some really welcome changes, because Suibin Temple's management is not really that bad, but for an AFK feature would be making the mode a lot better, especially if we can even do it when we are offline, because after you're done crafting the items, the materials, if you're not logging in for a good couple of days, then that's basically lost value. So if we can do that, then that we can farm while being AFK, then that's really great. Especially since this thing takes a lot of time to level from level 1 to level 45. Constantly innovating and constantly progressing. We're both creators and part of the player community. Yep, they are doing really a lot of work when it comes to this game. And sometimes I feel that sometimes they are doing potentially a bit too much. Like, listen to the players' feedbacks, of course, but at the same time, don't just scrap ideas that just need tweaking instead of them being deleted completely. Like, for example, how it was with TV mode. It just needed tweaking. It didn't really need... They didn't 100% get rid of them, but for the most part, yeah, it really would have just needed a bit of tweaking in order for it to be better.